Boom, boom. This is Ken, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got to go to Bleach Immortal Souls up. I want to apologize for not putting out some videos over the last couple of days, but my computer crashed, so I had to get things back up. Fortunately, I had backups of everything. It was just a matter of propagating a new drive. I ended up getting a solid state drive and put that in, moved everything back, reinstalled BlueStacks. I'm using BlueStacks 32-bit. One of my subscribers asked. So that's what I use for all my videos, and that's what you see Bleach running on right now. You can run pretty much everything on it. Azure Lane works on it. You know, Destiny Child, Damachi, all those, pretty much all of the games run on 32-bit BlueStacks. Some of the newer games, like the new versions of Princess Connect and a couple other games, they require 64-bit. But you can run dual session from the 32-bit and open up a 64-bit session from within. So just installing the 32-bit will allow you to open up a session in 64-bit. When you go into the settings and say new session and choose the 64-bit, it'll automatically download the pack that you need to instigate a 64-bit session. So both can be run from within that. So just install the latest version of BlueStacks 32-bit and you should be set. All right. So I've got everything backed up. So let's go ahead and take a look. Now, first of all, they came out with the Soulbox event. I have to admit, this sort of caught me by surprise. I hadn't had a chance to look at the BIS site for the leaks, so I did not see this coming. I would not have expected this to come this close to Kazeshini's release, which is the new character, that they would throw up a Soulbox. Unfortunately for me, or I should say, well, unfortunate or fortunate for me, I really have wanted Ichigo for some time. This is Ichigo's version. This is what he fought Aizen with when Aizen was in his form. This is what he defeated Aizen with. This is like, as far as I could tell, in the anime, this is probably the strongest character introduced, was this version of Ichigo, because he'd been training inside with his father Ishin inside of the gateway between Siriatiri and the real world. He'd been training inside of there, so time flows at a different rate there. So he was able to really get super powered up. He had longer hair, and he had the weapon was fused to his hand, and he had the chain, which was pretty cool. And he just overpowered Aizen completely. I mean, even when Aizen went final form Hogoku, it didn't really. I mean, he attacked Ichigo and had him up by the neck, and Ichigo's like, "Is that all you got?" And then he went Mugetsu black version and just slashed him, which enabled weakened Aizen enough so that the Kido that Urahara had planted inside of him was able to activate and sealed him. So that's So this, I really wanted this, but at the time, I didn't really have enough to focus on him. Now I do. So I unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to. I'll be able to get him up to 4-star, so he'll be usable. And I'll be able to get probably. So far, I've got 35 shards. I did some pulls on this via my phone yesterday. So let me show you what I got. It'll be in the bag. So I managed to get 35, I think, shards. This is it. The Enlightened Zanpakuto is what his weapon is called. So I managed to get 35 shards, so I'm 15 shards short on that. Because I just pulled. We just had the massive soul box for Tensei Zangetsu. So I used all of my soul jade on that. I'll still be able to get Kazeshini simply because of the fact that I have 68, so I'll be able to do a bunch of pulls on him. But yeah, so that's what I did. So, and I managed to get. I'm just starting to bring him up right now. I'll probably start using him in Squad Boss once I get him up. So as you can see, I've got it right there, and I've got 38 shards. So I might go ahead and use some of my actual Omnis to get him up to 4, and then I can start building him up because I do need something. He's a straight attacker. He's very, very, very powerful attacker. So so I'm sort of kind of lacking one attacker that I can really put into the team. I tried Soifan, but she's just really spongy. And Daiichigo just a ton of more damage than Soifan. So I'm probably that's the reason I'm going to do him. Get him up to 4. max out his skills and stick him in there, skills in his weapon, and it's something to play with in the time being. So, but yeah, so that was that. So Kazeshini will be coming out shortly after this ends, which I think tomorrow is the last day for this. Yeah, it'll be up tomorrow, and then it'll end. So, but both are good characters. In terms of what you might want, okay, they're very Daiichigo's awesome, and Immortal is excellent for PvP. If you're looking to increase your PvP status, this would be a good way to do it, because he's a nightmare in PvP when he activates his skill. It's ridiculous. Your whole team can rage on him, and it just 0 damage for a whole turn. So it's a way to extend the match, and if you can extend the match, it helps a lot in PvP. Gives you an advantage over your opponent. So keep that in mind. So both are good characters, but yeah, I need a straight attacker, and in terms of straight direct damage, this version of Ichigo does a lot better. So that's the one. That's the one I went ahead and went with. Now, in terms of what else is going, I am at 96. Okay, so the cap is at 97, but I'm at 96. So that's cleared the one, but we got to get 1,097 stars before we can open up 26. Now I have went back and completed 25, 30. Okay, and 3-starred that, 25-10. I needed to 3-star that so I could start sweeping it. I had to go Prism 4 on my entire team. I'm Prism 4. You can go Prism 4 without, on most of your characters without needing 25-10. I think it needed 25-10. It might have been, yeah, it was on Akora. You need 25-10 to, right here, 25-10 to sweep. So now that I've 3-starred it, so let me rephrase, not my whole team, everybody but Akora was brought to Prism 4 to survive. That was the only way I could do it. Prism 3 wasn't cutting it. Okay, I did Prism 3 just on the 3 back. They still died. So I ended up having to do the front line too. You know, everybody was up. Prism 3 weapons fully maxed as far as they could go. They were still dying, so I went to Prism 4. And when I put Prism 4 on my back, and then I just decided to go ahead and wait, and I went ahead and did Full Hollow Ichigo and Sassy, and then I went in and did it and beat it. It was still a tad close, but everybody survived. So just go to Prism 4. Okay, that's what you're going to need to do. You just have to get enough enhancement to survive the damage, the DOT, because he's going to rage on you multiple times, and then he's going to die, and he's going to come back to life with more than half of his health. So you're going to have to kill him again. So you're just going to have to survive the rages is about what it amounts to. He's a tough character. That's why I use him in my team, and he saved my bacon I don't know how many times. But yeah, so to beat Sassy, just go ahead and do Prism 4 on all your characters that you can, and then give it another try. And you might survive. You might be able to survive enough so you can 3-star, because you want a 3-star so you can sweep it. So now that it's been done, so I have to get, so we're going to do in a few days. I want, I've got some stuff after Kazeshini's release and everything calms down a little bit. We'll go ahead and do the elite stages, and then I'll do a video on that, and then I'll do another video on the actual story mode for 26 and see how it goes. But I think we're in a good place team-wise. Yeah, I'm really seeing that this team seems to be functional. I think we got the proper cross between what we need in terms of damage from Tensa. Kenpachi still trying to get his weapon, and White Ichigo. And then front line of Urkor throws up that shield. That's very, very useful. And his damage is not for a tank, and for that shield that he gives you, he does pretty good damage. Zazie is the revive is just awesome. Okay, if you're fortunate enough to have the enemy attacking, sometimes you get a stage where the enemy just focuses on one person and they kill him fast. He comes back, I've had that happen several times where he's been the one that got targeted, but they kill him and he just revives. So it's like they never did anything to begin with. They wasted a whole turn or two doing nothing because he just comes back to life, and he has a pretty good chunk of health when he gets back. So that's extended the match numerous times, allowing me to win. And then Fuho Ichigo does excellent rage regeneration and does pretty good damage on his rage skill as well. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good team. You know, I think it's got the right combination between, you know, damage and defense. Because I sort of didn't figure that a full attacker team was going to succeed, and it probably will be difficult to get past Zazie with a full attacker team, simply because of the fact that you need tanks to survive the rage skills that he does on the attacks. So we'll have to see exactly what. But if anybody has a full attacker team and survived, post it in the comments on the channel. Just post what team it was that survived. I'd be curious to know. There probably is one. What an attacker team is going to have to do to defeat him is they're going to have to burn him down fast, really fast. Okay, because you know, otherwise everybody's going to die, because there's really no tank. You know, I think one of the reasons that helped me survive was the fact that Urkor was throwing out the shield. Okay, and Zazie came back to life. So, you know, all that helps with the survival. So, but if somebody did manage to get a 3-star in 2510, I'd like to know what the team was, because that might give me some ideas for some future growth into you know, some backups, and also for World Championships, having, you know, multiple teams is a must. So I don't know when that's going to happen. They still have not posted up anything in terms of when it's going to. They just say a new season is getting ready. They haven't given us a date yet. We're still waiting for the cross-server squad boss as well. So I think we'll probably see that after the Kazeshini entrance. And he is up, so I would assume that'll happen right after the soul box, because usually 3 or 4 days after they show his picture is when we get the event. So he'll be 2-star, so it'll be 30 shards. So you need to make 6 pools. Okay, so make sure you have enough soul jade or enough tokens to do that. Okay. Other than that, nothing's pretty much changed. So the soul box is up, and tomorrow it'll be up tomorrow, but then it'll be gone the next day. Good characters, PvP centric character here, and Daichika, which is an excellent damage dealer. So if you're looking for attackers, these two fit the bill nicely. Okay, so that's all I got. I just wanted to go ahead and post a video, and again, I apologize, but you know, I had to get this computer back up and running. So with this solid state drive, I got a feeling I won't have to worry about it anymore. I've been putting it off, unfortunately, but yeah, it just started acting up. Everything was freezing. Blue Stacks was freezing. I couldn't get anything done. So fortunately, I had backed up everything, and I keep stable backups of everything just for this occasion. So it only took me. A couple days to get everything set up and you know, get everything reinstalled, updated. It takes a little bit of time, but we got it all knocked out. So everything is up to date and we are ready. But go ahead and look for this Soul Box event. So if you're looking for either of those characters, now you can get them and get the weapon or get started on them. And we should have Kazeshini after this. I'll do another video once Kazeshini comes live. And we'll do a bunch of pulls on him and see what he's like. All right. So thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Once you subscribe, you'll see that bell. If you click on that bell, you get notified each time I do drop a video. Also, remember to like and share the video as well, because that does help the channel immensely. All right. This is Kenrick coming at you from the corner, signing out.